The zoo at Entebbe, which became Uganda Wildlife Education Center in 1994, looks after 312 animals categorized in 74 species. However, the center has a 24-hour surveillance system to protect the animals, especially rhinos, which are highly sought for their horn. Members of the committee were, however, disappointed to hear that Uwec only has 2 rhinos which have not produced. The executive director of Uwec, Dr. James Musingozi, said they are working out a project to introduce competition among them. The chairman of the committee asked the ED whether they considered applying artificial insemination.
To see whether there is some imbalance that could be causing this as a problem, so that we can then decide to say they will not produce or they will produce. But there is a study that is going on at the moment where we study their fecal material.
Have you considered artificial insemination?
Mr. Chairman, that is the next step. After discovering whether their hormonal balance is okay and they have not developed any cysts that would prevent them from producing.
Why would it take you ages to even think about that?
Need capacity, and recently we are building labs to start doing that. We hadn't gotten a chance and resources to do that, but now the labs are there. So we'll be able to do the hormonal studies.
When did you first ask for facilitation for labs?
Officials were also questioned on why they took many years to think about having a sophisticated laboratory to carry out multiplication of animals.
A laboratory is basic if you are doing any form of science, like in this.
After the new act that gave us the mandate, we've been able to acquire funds through the World Bank Fund to establish a biobank now. We are going to be able to do chemistry analysis. We are going to be able to do culture, which we couldn't do because of the basic lab.
Uwec also developed a lion recovery strategy to help in multiplication of the lions, whose number is dwindling from national park day by day because of human-wildlife conflict. The head of lion recovery in Uwec estimates that Chidepo is left with between 15 to 10 lions.
They snare other animals, they set traps to trap other animals like the cobs, antelopes, and then the lions fall victim. So many of them have been what? Trapped. But also I think the issue was the prey, the food they eat. They depend on cobs. It's challenging. Chidepo National Park is neighboring countries like Southern Sudan. And these animals don't know the boundaries. So when they cross to the neighboring countries like Southern Sudan, where there's no order, they are killed from there.
And Queen Elizabeth, we have enclaves in there, and there's been a lot of poisoning of the lions when they go into those enclaves and eat maybe people's cattle or goats. So that is one of the issues we have.
Bukimbiri County, Eddie Kwizera, a member of the committee, was concerned about why these continue to appear before the committee as Uwec, and yet Parliament, in the rationalization bills, merged it under Uganda Wildlife Authority.
Instructing institutions whose bills were passed by Parliament and whose contracts were ending by 30th June to extend by 3 months. We have a circular from Ministry of Public Service to that effect. So the board sat and put that into practice by extending our contracts.
Mr. Chairman, you see, by this time, when you are going to amend or to phase out that one, the people supposed to go should have got their packages, and they should have left before 1st July. Are you telling me that now the Ministry of Public Service have amended without telling Parliament that you can now stay when there's one who told us that you should have gone by 1st July?
I'm Navka Farida and Gloria Gwitabinji in Kampala.